uh, 2016. I welcome you all. The session is the primary education. How can we ensure the better future for our children? The lead speaker is Dr. Vandana Chadha. Then Rajesh Batra, the sir is here. Then Navdeep Collin, she's here. Now I will hand it over to the lead speaker, Dr. Vandana Chadha, so that she will present the things. Welcome you all today morning.
Thank you, Chetan. Thank you. So, good morning, people. A little bit about myself. I'm Dr. Vandana Chadha. I started my school 28 years ago. And it's a primary school. I began with a group of 17 children, and now we go up to about 600 children every session. I have about 24 teachers with me who are guided into teaching things a little differently from normal to the children so that the absorption is more. So this is it. That's the school building. So I'm going to present my views of what we do, which is a little different in our school. Yeah. Yeah. I can stand there? Okay. Okay. I can take my papers? Okay. 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 So we have to basically nowadays teach children a lot of value systems which today's generation has forgotten. We need to go back to the grassroots. It's like when a small seed is planted in the school, you have to nurture it well. That's exactly what we are doing. We are nurturing those little babies, teaching them the right value systems so that when they grow up, they're nice and strong. Yeah. Our topic is, of course, how can we ensure a better future for our children? Yeah. Next slide, please. See, primary education a few years back was, of course, getting good grades, excelling in studies, but now we need to teach them so many more things. They have to get back to loving their families, taking care of their elders, the things they've forgotten these days. So we've been working for those qualities to come back into the children. Yes, please, next slide. The big picture is the children need to be shaped properly to grow up as very sensible human beings. They need to learn to be happy families, and they have to also grow up and take interest in their children's growths. For that, they need to be very stable individuals. Okay? They have to set and achieve goals, have positive attitudes. They have to be motivated. So that motivation comes from a different kind of learning, which is a hands-on learning for the children. Next slide, please. This is a chart of the strength of boys and girls in school. What we've realized is in India at least in my state, the number of girls is going down. We used to have a ratio of say 30 boys versus 20 girls, which has gone down to maybe 15 girls now in the classroom. So if you look performance-wise, yes, the boys are more in strength, so some of them will excel, so come at par with the girls. But when you look at the deeper meaning behind it, the girls need to be more empowered. There's something lacking, that is why those children are not being sent to school. The boy child is getting definitely much more preference in everything possible, and that needs to be sorted out. There is no difference in the two children. We try and tell the parents that the boy and the girl are equal. We will treat them equally. We will give them equal opportunities to participate in everything. They cannot be differentiated just because he is a boy and she is a girl. But the reality today is different in India, at least in my state and my city, it is very different. The boys are highly pampered. At times they're quite ill-mannered. They don't finish their work on time. They come back with unfinished homework. When the parent is called up, they say, "Arey koi baat nahi, he is a baby, it doesn't matter." Yes, it matters. It definitely matters. How can he get away with it? So we worked out a system where every child is included into things. I've been following the multiple intelligences by which we develop them in a way that they all become very responsible. Yes, please. These are the skills. You can see for yourself in what the boys are good and what the girls are good. This is a study of 10 years from 2004-5 session to 14-15 session. This is the responsibility of girls was 60% versus boys 40%. That's responsibility in the school towards whatever work was done. Impulsive decision making, the girls were more impulsive about everything. They would jump up and say, yes ma'am, and start doing things. Thinking skills, 65% of the girls, 35% of the boys. Cultural programs, we realize the girls love to participate. The boys are a little laid back about things. Sports and outdoor activities, the boys jump to it because they get to get out of the classroom. Good manners and behavior, definitely the girls. The boys, the mindset is that you can get away with anything. That is what we try to change. Inquisitive mind, yes, the boys have an inquisitive mind. You give them a mobile, they'll start playing with it. Anything that they can pick up, the computers, things, they'll first run towards those things. The gadgetry really works with them. Yes, please, next slide. This is our current situation. The reds are, of course, the things that we need to change with the children. And the blue colors are what we need to inculcate. These are the good and the bad qualities I have seen in my school. The boys are definitely arrogant. Defiance is there at times. Disobedience comes in. They are very smart, definitely. They're shrewder, but they are careless with their work. They are naughtier. The girls are soft-spoken. They are quite meek because in our Indian families, the girls are taught to be a little meek and not come up with what they want to do or say. They are hardworking, definitely, but they are very underconfident. They are dependent on parents for appreciation, for being, taught things, for being allowed to do something or the other. And they are less smart when it comes to being smart about something. Okay? Yes, please. This is our eventual goal. The boys have to be more responsible, more empathy towards everybody. They have to be more caring. Obedience has to come in. Hard work has to come in. Patience has to be there. That is a quality that is missing in most boys of, the primary level. They have to be smart also. Girls have to learn to be very outspoken now. They need to be. They have to tell what is the problem. They have to be able to speak up. Empathy definitely has to be there for our elders, for people around us, people who serve us, being nice to them, caring for people. Girls have to be brave. They have to be strong-willed as well, self-sufficient, active, sporty. That is something that is missing in most girls. And they have to be smart. These are the things that we do in our school. We do have our audiovisual aids, but that also I use in a different format. It's like you tell a story through the audiovisual aid. It's like we put up any tale, say animal stories or whatever, in English. And then I ask them to explain that in Hindi. When we show them something in Hindi, I ask them to explain it in English. So you're trying to make the brain convert the whole material into another language. And it's a fun activity because they're busy trying to tell each other, no, this has to be said. No, you got this wrong. It's an interactive classroom that is being done. Then, of course, I take them to visit old age homes. I take small groups of children, I take them to an old age home. I show them that here you have to learn, you need to look after your grandparents. If you don't, this is what happens. These people are sent away. Then, of course, storytelling helps a lot. Storytelling for small children is a boon because you can just sit down and explain so many things to them in the format of a story. I had a teacher who used to do a lot of puppet work. So she would put her puppets in her small puppet theater and just start with a story. And the kids loved it. They absorbed it better. It's like when you read out something, it doesn't work, but when you're talking or you're showing something, it works definitely better for a child. Then, of course, helping the family with housework is something that I've been doing. I had one-on-one sessions with every class every few months, and I asked, what is your role in the family? What does your father do? What does your do? Brother, sister, everyone's role. What is your role? What do you do? How do you help out? I don't. School. That's it. Who picks up your clothes? Who picks up your clothes? It's working? Yeah. Yeah. So the child usually says, Mama. Who removes your shoes? Mama. What do you do for Mama? Nothing. The idea is to make a child realize that in a family, you have to help each other. You have to do things for each other. Why should Mama keep on doing everything for the child and he does not reciprocate in any way? See, these are the basics, the values that need to be inculcated in children. There was a lady who had a girl who was staying in the same building as me. Every time my children went to play with that child, after playing, all the three children would remove all the toys, put them back into place. That is what I used to marvel at. And that time our children were, I think, 4 or 5-year-olds. So that lady's rule was, you're most welcome to come and play in my home, but you will clear up the clutter and go back. You will not leave it for me. So my children learned the same thing over there. These are very simple things to make life very comfortable for a child, that you have to pick up whatever you spread out. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Plus, you also have to help your mom, or maybe just put in that little bit of effort that makes her relax. I tell them by standard 4 and 3, I tell them, well, okay, can you light a gas? Should they, yeah. Okay, can you boil a cup of water? Yes. Can you make a cup of tea? Yes. Can you help your mother clean up? Yes. Can you wash dishes? Yes. What are you doing out of it? Nothing. So the training is basically that, okay, at least once or twice a week, tell your mom, Mom, put up your feet, sit down. I'll do this dusting for you, or I'll do the cleaning for you, or I'll fill the water for you. It's fine. That's part of being a family. So somehow the family values come in that way. Then, of course, we have reusing materials. We have very, very popular craft exhibitions of reuse, recycle. All kids in school make a lot of things in school which the parent doesn't know about. I provide all the material, ask them to bring all their boxes and